So we sit a little bit forward on the chair, if it's comfortable, if that's easy. We find a big breath in and we release it through our mouth with the sigh. Won't you join me? And then gently close your eyes if it feels safe to do that. Otherwise, just a little soft focus as we bring our attention to our abdomen. And we breathe in the whole abdominal area. And we explore with our attention and our breath the abdomen. Notice if there's any tightness in the abdomen. Bring attention and breath to anything that's tight. And see if we can let go just a little bit. Maybe the puppy mind starts chattering. Just acknowledge it and let it move to the side so that we can bring our focused attention, our concentration back to our breath. Now we bring the breath to the center of our chest, into the heart center. We breathe here. Perhaps noticing each breath, the expansion of the lungs. Maybe at each inhale, we notice the rib cage filling, expanding. With each exhale, the release. And then we bring our attention to the tip of the nostrils. Feel the air moving in and out. Noticing the temperature on the inhale and how it alters on the exhale. Noticing if one nostril draws more air than the other. And then noticing the release through the nostrils. Is there more volume moving through one or the other, or does it feel the same? Gently open the eyes. Find that big breath again and release with a sigh. So we've done that meditation practice for several weeks now. And the idea here is that we're developing a meditation practice that is doable. So some of you I know have meditation practices that are probably more enhanced. This is a simple one where we bring our awareness to our belly, heart center, and our nostril, and just for a few minutes, pay attention to what's happening in the body with breath. If we practice this on a daily basis over the course of a few weeks, we'll really begin to be able to inhabit the body with focused attention. And the Buddha says that our body is precious. It's our vehicle for awakening. So we're invited to treat it with care. I would add to that, attend it with attention. We're going to begin our practice today with the seated Apanasana. So when we're on the floor on our backs, Apanasana, we draw one leg up and in. So the leg is bent, the knee is bent. We're going to circle the ankle in one direction. And then the other. We're going to hold on underneath the leg. You can always use a strap if the arms feel short. And we're going to press this foot forward. So we're straightening the leg. If it's too much to straighten it, keep a little bend in the knee. That's okay. Now, this may be enough just to support yourself. If you'd like a little more abdominal work, we can open the arms. Breathe. And then collect that leg again for a hug and a release to the mat. So the option there is to hold it. We can keep the knee bent. We can extend it. We can open the arms. So let's pause here, holding the leg in, holding underneath the leg. We're going to circle the ankle one direction. Good, morning to the feet. And then the other direction. And now we're going to extend this leg. So if we were on the back, we'd be aiming that foot toward the ceiling, right? We flexed the foot. The toes are coming back toward the knee. We can hold on here. We can bend the knee. You do what works for you today. Releasing the arms, or even just one arm, 3 breaths. Gather that knee in and release to the floor. Breathe in. We're going to twist to the right side, lift the heart, look over that right shoulder. Breathe here, pressing into the left foot. Breath and breath and breath. On the next inhale, we come back to center. We'll take a twist now to the left side. Right hand comes to the leg, left hand behind, heart lifts. We take that twist, pressing in now to the right foot. We look over the left shoulder. And one more breath. We come back to center. Sweep the arms up and dive into a forward fold, bringing the heart and belly toward the lap. Breathe in to rise. And the arms can stop at the shoulder height, or they can go above the head. You get to decide what feels best for your body. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. And exhale to fold. And inhale to rise. Hands come to heart center. And now we're going to draw, let's start with the left ankle. We're going to draw the left ankle above the right knee. Or we're going to bring our block maybe toward the center between the legs, and we're going to allow that left leg to fall open. We're going to begin by holding on to the big toe And we're going to circle the big toe in one direction. I had a reflexologist that told me this is really helpful for preventing bunions. Switch the direction of that toe circle, that big toe circle. And now we're going to pinch the inside edge and the outside edge of that big toe. We're going to go up, come back to the base, pinch, 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 up. We'll do it 3 times, pinch, 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 up. And then we'll go to the second toe. We're going to squeeze the toe on either side, pinching up toward the tip of the toe. We'll do about 3 passes here. It's pretty quick. We're saying hello to the toes. Let's go to the third toe. Pinching. I'm doing a little pinch pull here. About 3 passes. Fourth toe. Saying hello to the toes. And then pinky toe. Pinching and pulling, pinching and pulling. Giving it a good massage. Then we're going to release that foot to the floor. And then notice, how does the left side of the body feel? How does the right side feel in comparison? Is there any difference? Or is it the same? So now we're going to come to the right foot. We're going to circle that big toe. I'm bringing the thumb of my right hand to press into the point where a bunion might form. And then circle in the opposite direction. You only need to do a few circles. And then we're going to pinch pull about 3 times up the big toe. Pinch pull. Pinch pull. Move to the second toe. We'll do about 3 passes here. When was the last time we actually visited our toes? Go to the third toe. Pinching and pulling, pinching and pulling. Fourth toe. And of course, you can always come back to this practice. And then we'll go to the pinky toe. We haven't moved. Did I say fourth toe? I did the fourth toe, don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm onto my pinky. I'm going to release that foot to the floor. Set the block to the side. Now lift the toes, press into the heels and the ball mound of the feet. And we're going to rock forward. The toes are going to come down and we're going to come to standing. When we get to standing, we'll do a little pada bandha. So the toes are, pada always means feet. If you see pada in a yoga pose, it means feet, P-A-D-A. We're going to lift our toes. They come back toward the knee. Then we're going to dig the toes into the mat. Notice how the body rocks forward. Lift the toes again. And the body rocks forward when we dig the toes into the mat. One more time, lifting the toes. And then releasing the toes, digging into the mat. And then we come to pause. We're going to be doing a practice on the seat of the chair. This is Sunbird, which we do on hands and knees if you're in another yoga class. We're going to begin by facing the seat of the chair. Our hand comes to the seat of the chair. We have a nice flat back. We're going to lift that left leg any amount. So it can be tiptoes down or it could be up hip height. Now connect with the standing leg. Take a look at the right foot. Feel those toes connecting to the earth as we extend the right hand. So the left leg's up and the right hand, I'm resting on the back of the chair. You'll notice thumb to sky. If you want a little more, the leg can go higher and the arm can go higher. We're pausing and breathing. Notice the belly button, draw it in toward the spine. One more breath here. And release to the mat or to the chair. We're going to take a little fold forward here. So I'm coming onto my forearms. I'm going to bring my head to rest on the chair. If that's not available, then stack the fists and maybe the head can rest on stacked fists. Coming back up. We're going to switch sides. So now it's the right leg's turn to stretch back. We got that front leg long and strong as we lift that right leg. Notice the left foot. Look down at your foot. See the toes. Feel the strength in the foot. Feel how much work that foot is doing. Now sliding that left arm long, maybe it's going to rest on the back of the chair, thumb to sky. If this is too much, you can always just put that hand back on the chair and focus on the leg that's standing and the leg that's lifted. If you want a little more, the back leg lifts a little bit. The front arm lifts a little bit. We're breathing. Draw the belly button up and in. And then return that hand to the chair. Take the feet to the mat, walk them back a little bit. We're coming into a chair dog. So we press our sits bones back. Our legs are nice, long, strong. When we get here, look at the feet. Let the head slowly lower between the upper arms, shaking the head yes and no. Then softening the knees, we'll step forward. We'll set the chair to the side as we sweep up. And we come to mountain. So for those of you who've been on the mat with me in the last couple of days, this will be familiar. If you haven't been, we're doing footwork here. While it looks like we're doing Goddess and Warrior 2, what we're really doing is we're doing pivoting on our feet, which is really good for balance. So we're going to start in Goddess. We'll slow walk it first. We'll start in Goddess. The feet turn out. There's a little squat in Goddess. And the arms come up to cactus. Now we're going to pivot on the feet, bring them parallel, extend the arms. They come above the head. If that's too much, you can just go to the heart. But we come above the head. We're going to pivot now to Warrior 2. So turning the right foot out to a 90-degree angle. Arms float down that back foot. The toes turn in and the heel turns out. We sink into Warrior 2. So we bend the front knee. We're going to straighten the front leg, bring the feet back to parallel, come back to the I posture, the letter I. Then turn the feet out and we come to Goddess. Breathe in, feet come to parallel. And now we're going to pivot to the left side. Turn that front foot to 90 degrees, kick the back heel out. Look over the front hand, Warrior 2. Breathe in, come back to center, feet come to parallel, hands above the head. Turn out, we come to goddess. Breathe in, feet come to parallel, arms parallel above the head. On the next exhale, pivot the feet, come to warrior two. On the next inhale, feet come to parallel. We come to I arms, the letter I. Come into goddess. Come back to I. And then pivot to warrior two. Breathe into center. Parallel feet. Goddess. Parallel feet. Warrior two. Breathe into to I, and then goddess. The I posture, parallel feet, pivot, warrior two. Breathe into the I, parallel feet, exhale to goddess. Inhale, pivot, parallel feet, exhale, rotate the feet, warrior two. Inhale, the I. Exhale to goddess. Inhale, the letter I with the arms. And exhale, pivot. One more time, breathing in, parallel feet. Exhale to goddess. Inhale to the I arms. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, parallel feet. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, parallel feet. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in, parallel feet, hands come to heart center. Walk the feet toward each other. Lift the toes. Come forward, lift the heels. Release to the floor. Lift the toes. Come forward to lift the heels. One more time, lift the toes. Come forward to lift the heels. Shake it out. And we'll close with a Qigong practice called Opening to Life. This is where we make soft fists. Take the feet wide. We're going to be tapping in the front at the lung points, and in the back, we're going to be tapping the kidney. And we do it by pivoting. I like to lift my heels when I do this. My knees appreciate that. Keep the breath moving. And as we slow down, we're going to pendulum. We're going to pretend like we're a pendulum, slowing down. And eventually finding our way back to mountain. Walk the feet toward each other. Pause for a moment. Palms open forward. Sweep up and come to heart center. And now let's return to our chair for our Shavasana. So when we arrive in our chair, we gently close our eyes if that feels safe and easy. Today I'm reading an excerpt from The Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman. Not I, nor anyone else can travel that road for you. You must travel it by yourself. It is not far. It is within reach. Perhaps you've been on it since you were born and did not know. Perhaps it is everywhere. Walt Whitman. Gently begin to deepen the breath. Drawing the breath into the fingers. And wherever you're sitting, come onto the ball mound of the right foot, lift the right heel, release it to the floor, switch legs, press into the ball mound of the left, lift the heel, release to the floor, and now simultaneously lift the heels, and then slow with control, return them, the heels to the floor. We open our arms wide. To close our practice, we gather all the blessings that already exist, and in appreciation and gratitude, bring them into our hearts. And together we all say, Namaste.